This other group exhibition has more tales to reveal, right from the title, A Room Full of Stories at the Kokopelli Gallery, Lagos.
It's a room with colorful stories, painted by about 14 artists, and visitors have gathered at the Kokopelli Gallery in Lagos to experience these tales curated by Kenny Ekundayo.
A Room Full of Stories is the inaugural exhibition of the Kokopelli Gallery, and I think the primary objective of this exhibition is to expatiate on the need to include visual art as a necessary form of storytelling. When you talk about storytelling, I think the most popularized versions or forms of storytelling are oral, written, and digital forms. And in a way, the role of visual art has been it has been watered down, so to speak. And through this exhibition, I'm positing a theory that it is necessary to include visual art as a necessary form of storytelling. And the design of the exhibition is structured in a way that it's synonymous to you opening a book. So when you're flipping through the pages of a collection of short stories, you're moving from one story to the other. It's the same feeling you get when you move from one work to the other in this show.
I believe that a painting tells a whole lot of stories too, and we're trying to, at the Kokopelli Gallery, we represent storytelling. When you come inside of the gallery, when you come inside the gallery from the ground floor, the first art piece you're encountering, you are reading a story, you're reading into the mind of the artist, what they have to say. And one beautiful thing about it is, from a piece of artwork, you can continue based on the mood of the artist that the artist has created. You can continue the story, from your mind, and it's so intriguing. I've always loved stories, and I feel like we can, do more with this. That we'll tell stories. It's not all the time we're passing an idea or we're trying to pass a message with an art piece. You can tell a real story, a fictional story, something intriguing.
The images, rendered with attention to color and details, express different topics from the eye of the artists who are sharing them, as they draw the audience into a world as they know it: the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Usually in an event's atmosphere, you see a lot of display of lights and shadows. So I decided to go with a lot of dark purples and shades, and with a complementary yellow lights, which are spotlights that just dazzled across faces in the background and in the foreground. So yeah, I enjoyed the visual, the lighting that comes with events such as these, and the amount of lights and how it dazzles and plays around the contours of the faces of the people that have come for the event.
What we have here is a bronze sculpture that I tied to state of mind. Well, I titled it state of mind due to experiences I've had in time. But the first impression that comes to your mind when you see this is this story of slavery. But my intention actually is not about the slavery. I'm trying to create an awareness to people so they understand that they can actually use their mind to do greater stuff. This guy right here is actually a free man, but he's unaware of his freedom. And that's why you have these broken chains that were supposed to hold him. But if he's aware of his freedom, he would use his mouth to free himself. So I'm using this to create awareness for people to speak up and free themselves of whatever bondage they find themselves in.
We did our research and found the artists that fit in, into this, like people like Bolaji Ogunwo, who told stories of the pandemic, the COVID-19 era, and he told the stories in a series, and it's so intriguing. People like Kel Savage, the motion graphics artist, that those stories with 3 single channel videos. And you talked about the realm of gods, talked about African gods and the masks, the significance through visual, through motion graphics. People like Dr. Makun that told story. Dr. Makun is into events also, so he has stories around his encounters at concerts and all of that with the piece called Congregation. So and so on and so forth, like Damola Dekboju, Salako, Ibrahim Bamidele, So we found the right artists, the ones that, they have storytelling pieces that could fit into what the project is all about.
The names of the artists who created each piece are inscribed above, so everyone knows who did what. Some even pose beside their favorite works of art.
When I think about what the future holds for Nigerian artists or art from Africa, I'm quite hopeful. I'm quite expectant, because it's on an ever increase, especially given the fact that African art is being demanded and it's been accepted widely all around the world.
Like the theme goes, a room full of story. I decided to use the female gender to talk about, tell my own kind of story. Now, concerning the colors, when you hear the word woman, I think the first thing that should come into your mind is reproduction. So I decided to make use of this green, which symbolizes plentiness, fertility, abundance. And then the grapes, if you go back to the biblical era or the times in the Bible, it's being used to symbolize abundance, there is plentiness in the land.
The artists have told their tales by doing what they do best, create expressive images using diverse media.